Hey guys, happy Trainer Tip Tuesday. Today's question was how to go from a couch to running a marathon or 5K or just getting off the couch and running. So I kind of want to turn the tables a little bit and talk more about just getting started in a program in general or in working out. I'm not a runner personally, but it all kind of follows the same path. It sounds really nice to say like, yeah, couch to 5K, like let's go. But it's kind of unrealistic in my opinion. I know, like, because I'm not a runner, I couldn't just go and do it. I've run one 5K in my life and it was terrible. I hated every second of it. Um, but I trained for it. I incorporated a lot more running into my normal routine and all of that to try to prepare for it. So even though I was there, it was still hard because you can't just like jump into things like that. So when you're starting out with working out, you have to start slow. And it sucks. We all want those results yesterday, of course. We want to be able to do everything. If I'm sitting here and I'm like, man, I want to run a 5K. I don't want to run a 5K 6 months from now. I want to run it now. The idea is now. It's here. So we kind of have to turn down the volume on that and understand that it's a great idea. It's an awesome goal. We should write it up on our goal board and we should train for it and practice for it and get ready for it. But that's where a lot of people fall off, and that's why so many people in this group and other groups in the world, they say that their biggest obstacle or struggle is motivation. So if your only plan is, or your only goal is to run a 5K that's scheduled 4 or 5 months from now, it's going to take a lot to get you there. So I like to look at it in smaller chunks. So if your goal is to run a 5K, maybe you should start with, walking a half mile and then walking a mile, get on a few little jogs in there along the way, ramping it up and gradually building. And that exact same thing goes for, in the weight room too. To just jump into like a high intensity class or, go hang out with the bro that's over there like lifting 5 million pounds, like it's just not really realistic, and that's where a lot of people get discouraged. So you need to understand that when you start, it's new, it's brand new, something that you might have never done before, so you have to take baby steps. So like in my program, the Unbreakable Final Straw, we have monthly workouts. There's 4 workouts that you rotate through. All of them are able to be done with or without weight, at home, at the gym, wherever, with whatever. And there's a really specific reason behind that, and that's because I want to make sure that everyone can do it to some level. There might be a few exercises here and there that they might have to skip or, modify, because that's what it takes to build. So if you're going into something that implies that, next week you're going to be able to go from here to all the way up there, you just have to really ask those questions and be weary of it. So to sum it up, my answer about how to prepare to take these long runs is to start very slow. And also, don't just focus on running. You have to build up those muscles and that endurance and that energy and that focus and that drive. And that comes from a total body approach. So if you're, I know a lot of people tend to say like, oh, I don't need to train legs because I run or because I bike and that's it. You still need to develop that strength and that power. So you do need to train legs. You do need to get those exercises in. You do need to build those muscles. So it's all one big thing. You can't just, hit one part of it and expect to be able to take off on that race. You'll physically be able to go and, check in on race day and go. But if you want to be able to perform your best, you have to take it step by step, starting at the bottom and building your way up. And I know it's tough to hear, it's tough to accept, but that is the best way to do it. That's how you'll get the best results, long lasting, and that also trains your mind to enjoy the process. Because if we jump from, where we are now to where we want to be and don't do anything in between, that's where our brains flip off and say, oh, I can't do this, I'm done. And we just write it off and then we're on to the next thing. We do the same thing again because we're humans and that's just what we do. So you just have to take it slow, take it easy, focus on a total body program, total body focus, and you'll get there. You just have to understand that it'll take time. So if you're interested in, learning how to do these things, comment below, shoot me a message, and we'll talk about it, and we'll see how we can get you from couch to 5K with all of those steps in between. So, yeah, any questions or anything, let me know. Otherwise, happy Trainer Tip Tuesday, and I will see you guys next week.